My name is Victor Kidson, and we're here in Zürich for the Zürich Street Parade. I'm with Jorn van Deynhoven, who's going to play on the Synergy Events truck. And they're celebrating 10 years of events this year, so it's a very special day. How are you today, Jorn?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good. I've been here since Wednesday, so I've seen a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got to show you some pictures of the truck as well. What did you think when you saw it?
It's very large, huh? Yeah. I think how many people are the capacity?
I think around 200 on the truck.
Oh my god.
And then 1 million people dancing on the streets.
Awesome. I'm really, really excited for this afternoon.
Yeah, me too. It's only a couple of hours away as well. So, the first time I met you was actually at Lumi Beach a couple of years ago. I bumped into you, and I remember two things. You had a big smile on your face, which you always have, and you were very, very tall.
1.96.
Yeah. I don't know. Can we stand up just real quick to see? Because I'm really tall as well, but I don't know if you can see it, but I think we're the same height. Or do you think you're taller?
Sport, man.
Yeah, but I think we're the same height. Let's have a seat again. And I mean, has your height ever been a problem in traveling as much as you do, or?
It depends sometimes, especially when you fly with Iberia, and it's a Spanish company, and the seats end here, roundabout. I think I have roundabout 5 flights in a year, I have this, and that's very terrible because you have long distance flights and 8 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah. I know the feeling of the knee.
They don't have EcoFlex seats or like this. I don't know. So normally I have not a problem at all for traveling or like this.
No, it's good to be tall because you see everything too, right?
Not really. Sometimes I wish I'm 1.60, 6'5", but it's okay for me, so all is fine.
We had a little chat in the car because I was at the airport when we picked you up, and we had a little chat in the car about your set. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to play. It's not tonight.
No, it's in the afternoon. Yeah. I think I will play a classic DJ set because we are on a parade here, and it's completely different to a club or to a festival. And I think to play some classics is the best option to have a good set this afternoon. Yeah, it's a try. I will try this. If not, I can play my own tracks, so we will see.
Any chance we get to hear the Perfect 10, your latest track?
I don't know. We will see. I don't know. I don't know what can I expect this afternoon. So I decide mostly, or I choose mostly my tracks when I'm in front of the crowd, and yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the title, the Perfect 10. It's called 10-10-10, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was really curious when I saw it. It's also featured on the mix CD from Armin from Ushaya. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Yeah. Tell us about the title of the track.
It was normally an album track because I worked 2 years ago or 3 years ago on my album. I stopped that because of private issues, and it was one of my album tracks, and I considered about to release it as own single now, and it's normally a track which I dedicate to a wonderful human I met on the 10th of October 2010 in a club in Germany, in Frankfurt. And the funny thing is, I will play on the 10th of October 2015 again in the techno club, and I think it's a huge celebration for us.
And the same person is coming back as well?
Person coming back, and it's for me very important to have her because she brings me really down to earth when I'm come back from traveling and have long studio nights, and she brings me really down to earth, and that's for me very, very important.
Yeah, because you've been touring a lot. Like really, really crazy.
I have a good management.
Yeah, you do have a good management because I see photos on Instagram and on Facebook that you're everywhere.
That's funny because Instagram, I have it since 2010, 2011, and my management told me, I think 3 weeks ago, hey, you have to reactivate your Instagram account. So you have only 2 cakes on it. That's it. So, and I think I will work with Instagram now for the next weeks, months, years. We will see. On the other side, I'm not this fan of social media, you know. So I really would like to focus on my music, on touring. That's what I really love and like. And the social media thing, I know it's very important, but that grabs me a lot of time. That's the thing. No? That's the problem I have.
It's a sad thing that social media is almost more important than the music.
It is.
But I have to say, I'm really impressed by your productions, because I looked at your Discogs, and all your singles are very, very strong tracks. There's no tracks like, every track is really strong. Exactly, every track is really strong.
That's for me very important, because I worked on my profile since, I work on my profile since over 8 years now, 9 years roundabout. And the first years was for me very important to get a lot of airplays, to get attention from the DJs. And with every single, especially for remixes, I produced in the first years only remixes. Yeah, I think I had only one original, but I had 20 remixes. Yeah. And I was on the lucky side to do remixes for good names like Blanket Jones or ATB or Dash Berlin. Yeah, and I think I built my name with remixes over the remix way. Yeah, and after that, after the first 4 years, I had really a lot of stress in the studio, and I was not on tour as DJ, but I had a lot of stress in the studio, and I considered what kind of strategy can I use for myself to make my profile
stronger, get your name out there.
Not stronger, but to make it unique, and I think the strategy for me is to produce 2 originals in a year and maybe 3 remixes in a year, and to make the people hungry for a new Jorn van Deynhoven track, especially after the new Horizons track I produced 2 years ago. Yeah. And the people, I think my follower, my fans really respect the quality I try to produce, and that's for me very important. It's for me important to have, like you said, a strong track, 2 strong tracks in a year, and the people remind us after 6 months as example, and not forget after 3 weeks and the promotion campaign is over. You know what I mean? So I see so many colleagues of mine produce every 2 weeks a new track.
Yeah, and the track gets
and that's not my strategy. No. So the last track that was Freaks, and it was over 12 weeks in the top 100. That's 12 weeks. Normally, when you produce a track, you have a promotion campaign. You're mostly 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a top 100, and Freaks was 12 weeks in the top 100, and that's for me very important, and that's why I focused. That's the reason why I focused on 2 tracks in a year, and 10 is the second track for this year, and maybe I will release by November, December a third, but we will see. But I did also 2 nice remixes for this year. It was Cosmic Gate. It was also the remix for Svensson Gehen Twisted. Yeah. And it's not just a remix, not just a track.
It's
so
a new,
I think it's a good club track, and I have a wonderful record company behind. Mm-hmm. And I think it works very well for me. Yeah, to make the people hungry for new Jorn van Deynhoven.
I think it works really well. I'm hungry as well, so now I'm curious about the new tracks. Even though you did the remix competition for ATB in 2008, you were actually no newcomer, right? Because you had a track in A State of Trance 26.
It was not my track. It was a track from a project from Germany, because I worked at that year. I had an own record label in Germany, a physical record label. It was a partner of mine, and released a lot of tracks back in the years for many popular artists in Germany. And one of them was this project, and we had a remix from Roger Shah, from Pedro de Mar, like this. And that was the first airplay we had. That was A State of Trance 26. Yeah.
And that's a long time ago right now.
It's a long time ago, yeah.
Do you still have the label? Is it still active?
No. We had this only for 5 years. It was very successful. We had a lot of chart entries in Germany, in the sales chart. It was very important for us. And I was also one of the first person who signed a track of Armin van Buuren on our label. Yeah, it was a remix, but the project was Denzel and Wayne, Force of Habit, and the remix was from Vincent de Moor, and the B-side was Armin van Buuren.
Wow.
It's very funny.
That's really, really cool. Now look at the evolution right now.
It is. It's very, very crazy. Yeah.
We talked about you as a remixer in the beginning. You have actually become, I would say, one of the strongest remixers within the scene right now, because I know some of your remixes actually gets more plays than the original tracks as well, right?
That's a trick behind.
Yeah, what is the trick then?
To make the remix better than the original. Yeah. That's my strategy, you know?
Okay, so that's...
To make it more danceable, to make it more... You have to know, I'm since over 20 years in this trance scene, yeah? The first year as manager, yeah, for a record company. And the last years as head, as producer, as remixer, as DJ. And I know this scene very, very well from both sides.
Yeah.
So... That's the reason why I'm full focus on my job, and I really know what the people like. Yeah, and that's for me very important to make my remixes. I try to make it better than the original.
I see.
Okay, so
I can see in your eyes that you have a lot of tricks. I'm really, really curious now.
I'm not stupid, man.
So I wrote down some names here that you have remixed for. Big names like Armin van Buuren, and Dane, Dash Berlin, Roger Shaw, and Jan Johnston. How do you approach a remix? Like, what's the first thing that you do when you get a request?
Especially for Jan Johnston, I really loved her vocals in the first years. I don't know what she's doing now, but she was really the princess of vocal trance 10 years ago, and it was a pleasure for me to work with her. And for Roger Shah's example, he sent me the first ideas of body lotion for the track. It was a side project. Savannah was the name, and I really felt the nice break he produced in that track. And I think it was for me very important to produce a nice uplifting track for that. And his break works very well in my production template. You know, so I tried and worked it out, and it worked well. It worked very well for us, and so I think that was one of the biggest success I had at that date. It was in 2008, 9 roundabout,
So.
and exactly, and same for Armin or for Dash Berlin, whatever. For me, it's important to feel this song. It's not important for me if it's commercial or it's underground or whatever. I have to feel it for myself, you know. And I have then the first ideas in my mind. What can I build with this track? Can it more?
Do you start to build around the vocal, or do you build around the melody, or?
It depends sometimes. No? Sometimes I start with a kick, with a hi-hat, with a snare. That's it. Sometimes I start with a nice or with the samples or with the breaks or whatever, and I think the vocals are coming mostly in the second or third part.
Okay. Spotlight was your first club track or your first own production, right? How hard was it to find your own sound?
To be honest, not really, because I was tired of my own sound from the first years. I had the problems. I really started also with my own radio show, Spotlight, on After Hours FM. It was a great time, and I really don't miss this time anymore, because sometimes you have to go to the next level. And Spotlight, I had a problem with the first releases I had. I produced these tracks mostly for the radio shows, to get airplays. But when I got the invitation for State of Trance, in Poland, I had the problems. What kind of track, what kind of own tracks can I play in front of 5,000 people, as example? Yeah, and I really don't have any tracks in my box, and that's the reason why I consider about to change a little bit my style, to have good club tracks. And Spotlight was the first idea to make a club track for when I'm on tour as DJ. Yeah. That's why, and. That was the first track of a series of different other club tracks like Headliner. There was a second club track I did. And before I produced Spotlight, I did a remix for Ram Amsterdam. And Ram Amsterdam was for me a very good club track, but I played that over and over again. So I needed a new one, my own single, and that was the first start of the series of producing club tracks, because I felt that when you produce a club track and a DJ plays this on festivals, on big events, you get also attention on their radio shows.
Yeah.
You know, it's a recouple at the end.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah. When you produce only a track for the radio shows and you have no attention in the clubs, or as example, Tiesto's playing on big festivals, but you have only attention on his radio shows and no club support.
True.
That brings nothing for the promotion, nothing for your profile. That was my strategy, to produce only club tracks.
Interesting.
That's my theory.
Yeah, but it seems to be, I mean, you're a strong producer and a DJ as well, so it seems to be building up, or it seems to be working, right?
The thing is, I try many things out, and when I see it doesn't work, I have a new idea then to work it out. So it's like my DJ sets. I play not only my strong sets, so I play also when I see a lot of ladies on the dance floor. That's normal that I play vocal trance, because that's for us very important to have ladies on the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to play this. Also, when people say, "Oh, you are playing so cheesy," yeah, but without cheese, no girls on the dance floor. You
Smart.
know, that's true. And I try to play different kind of trance sets, tracks in my sets, and I think it works very well for me, and the same for productions too.
What were your ideas for New Horizons? Because you got a request of entering, right?
It was a long story, because I was on tour in Asia. I have to explain how it comes to the remix to remix request. I was in Brazil. I played. Was it State of Trance 500, no? Or 600? I don't know. I don't know. I think it was 600.
Yeah.
And I shared with Armin a taxi to the hotel. We talked about new productions, and he showed me his new album, and I showed him some of my tracks, and I listened to his album and listened to Love Never Came, and I was so. This track was for me the best track of his album, and I said to him, "Man, when you have a slot free, ask me for a remix, because I really would like to do a remix for that track." Yeah. And 6 months later, I got then a request from Armin's management, and I was on tour in Asia. And he said, "Man, we are working on a not Mirage, it was Intense, on the Intense remix album, but we have a deadline of 1 week. So that's impossible, because I'm on tour. I can't do this. It's 7 days, so." And he gave me then 14 days, 7 days on top, and I worked it out then. And 1 day later, after I got the request from Armin, I got a request from Ruben, and he asked me to be a part of this remix contest for the new State of Trance anthem. Yeah. So I say, Jesus, what can I do?
Two things you cannot say no to. Yeah.
Two important things. Yeah. You know.
And two things you want to do as well.
Yeah, and I worked also my own tracks.
Yeah.
And I'd really, I was really nervous, and I had really a problem to fix this schedule. And was after the Asia trip, I flew then to Siberia, and I was 2 weeks not at home. You know? Yeah. So it was. I produced some ideas in a hotel. I produced some ideas on my laptop in a plane, and to fulfill the deadlines. I gave it then also to Dennis, my partner. He helped me also a lot for that, because that's then the reason to have then a partner who help you out for this. And then I finished the remix then for Love Never Came. And after that, I was then at home 3 days. I had 3 days. No, I had only 5 days then. Yeah. But I had the first 3 days. I had no idea what to do. I had really no idea in my mind. And it was really not easy at that time because I really considered to give Ruben a call to say, let's skip this because my head is full with other things. And but I tried it out then, 4 days later, and I gave the first ideas also to my partner, and he sent me some ideas back, and I worked then another 1.5 days on that track, gave it then to my partner, and he worked it out then at the end, and we had then the New Horizons track, and we sent it then to Ruben, and 2 days later they released the whole stuff on SoundCloud, and I saw then the clicks. I said, oh my God, what's happened here? You have Andrew, you have Marlo, they are very good producers too. Yeah. And most of the clicks came then for my track, and I got then I realized, oh, this track is on a good way. I never expected that, really, to be honest. I never expected that. And at the end, I think it was a good anthem for all of us, because it's really an anthem. It's not just a track, you know. No. So not. It has an anthem feeling to it. That was important for me. No.
It must have been a fantastic feeling as well when you work so hard for something and it works. In the end, everything.
Unbelievable sometimes, yeah. That's really unbelievable sometimes, especially when you have stress.
Yeah. You are exclusively signed to Armada Recordings, right? That's right. How does it feel to be backed up by such a big or important or record label?
The first years I worked with one single options. I did my track, gave it to Armada Music, they signed it, and good. After Amsterdam, I got an exclusive contract for 4 singles. And that was also Spotlight, Headliner, like this. And after, I think it was 600 was the last track, I got a new contract. I got an offer to get a new contract because it was New Horizons. And New Horizons was then the first single for another 4 singles now. Yeah. And then I followed with Freaks, and the new one is 10-10-10. So I have 1 track now to fulfill with Armada, then I'm free. Okay. So, and I never signed this typical 360 deal to get more attention, to get more retweets or whatever. Yeah. And that's not my thing. Okay, they didn't ask me till today, but I think I'm really happy with the situation I am right now, and I can do whatever I want, and it's okay for me. So, yeah.
What else can we expect from Jorn van Deynhoven in the future?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I work currently on 2 vocal tracks. I work on a track with Jazz right now, as a vocalist. I work on a track with Audrey Gallagher also.
Oh, cool.
But I really have to find time, because I can do can go in the studio for 1 week to work on that track, and then I'm on tour. So it's a creative work, and for me it takes a little bit longer than for others maybe. But for me, I'm very picky with that. So it has to be on point, you know. So that's for me very, very important. And so I think I work also on a collaboration, but we will see what's happening in the next weeks. So I have no stress. I have no rush in this. So I'm happy with all my business right now. And so what I said at the beginning of our interview, for me is important to have quality and strong tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy, and I think a lot of people are happy that you are picky, because you don't produce anything. You produce with your heart every single track, and mostly, we can hear that as well.
Mostly, yeah. Sure, I can have a lot of demos on my HD. I can release it on different labels. It's not a problem at all. Yeah. But I don't want this. No, that's the thing. So for me, it's important to have really a strong track. No, and I think it works very well for me. So, and also for the people.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. We're here in Zurich, and we're actually about to head to the street parade, get on the truck and roll down the streets of Zurich. It's going to be a fantastic day. I'm going to see if I can try to catch you after the parade. Just a real quick interview to see how you thought about it. Is that okay?
I have to explain also, we have 35 degrees today.
Oh yeah, it's a really perfect summer day.
Today.
So drink a lot of water, right?
We have to drink a lot of water.
actually all sweaty. We just got off the truck right over there, like 5 minutes ago. How do you feel?
Currently, I'm feeling very tired because we was around about 5 hours now on the truck. Yeah, I think I did a lot of fun. I think the people too.
Yeah, I could see a lot of people were following the truck, so they need this uplifting and they need the trance. How did it feel to play on a truck like this?
Yeah, it's my second time. I played the first time many years ago in the Love Parade in Berlin, and that was my second time. That's 10 years later, and it feels very nice because you have every 5 minutes another view, and it's so beautiful. Look at this; it's so beautiful here in the sea. You have to come to Switzerland. You have to come to Zürich every year. So you have to enjoy this. It's unbelievable. I'm really speechless.
You had a very special guest. Well, you had two guests. One of your old friends, but the other guest was a very special guest. Who was the other guest?
The other guest was my mom.
I think that was amazing. I met her when we picked you up at the airport.
Yeah.
And she was excited as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and you were not nervous.
No, why?
I don't know.
That's my job. So no, all is fine. So I'm really happy that she came now to Switzerland now, and she had also a lot of fun because she knows my music since over 20 years now, and that was a special location here, and that was the reason why she came also to see me and to listen to my sound, and that was very funny.
And she had a good time. I could see she had a good time. She was dancing as well.
Yeah, that's good, huh?
So
66 years old.
Oh, she's 66? Wow. So, just wrapping up here in Zurich. I don't know, it's been a fantastic weekend. I'm happy to have spent it with Jorn. Do you have anything you want to
add? To be honest, not really. So I'm really...
We're empty, right?
Yeah, I'm really done for today, so...
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.